everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the Snake Pit. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Terrapins have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Owls... Snap it on 1st and 10.
Get set, get
Wants to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and
he'll take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. So Maryland's offense will get the ball for the first time. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920, so imagine now with all...
Breaks into the open. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Handoff from the gun. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Fights off a defender. Another broken tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now on 1st down from the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, better look out! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Terrell. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Turning it on. He'll work his way down to the 28.
How nice is it in an offense where you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Washington. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Can't White across the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Terrapins are on the move. Trying to pound it in. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Terrapins! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the big fella. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops the throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Washington. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Maryland! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Got it behind the line. It's Henry. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. RPO complete to open the drive. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. They go to the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Terrapins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Back to throw, it's Washington. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finding an escape route. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. He'll pitch it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed.
Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Motion from the back. 3rd down play from the gun. Got it in the middle, it's Henry. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Sands. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Maryland! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll do it himself. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Still on his feet. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Look out, he's got room. It's a fumble. He recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Now, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running to the left.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Grabbed behind the line. It's Messer. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Back to throw, it's Washington. Finds his man, it's Fleming. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Maryland! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
A lot of defenders around on that screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Heaves it deep. He's got it along the sideline. Right down the gut of the field. finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. On the move, it's Ray. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Snagged in the middle, it's Fleming. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get it.
There he goes. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Henry. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Man, I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Washington. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. 4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They try to pop a run on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To throw, it's Washington. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's caught. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
In the first game.